Ooh. Wow, even this lighting, I look like someone just freshly got out of surgery or freshly just took a nap. Well, the hair is definitely doing the thing. My hair is definitely doing its job, I guess. Sorry, right before I show, well, my paintings, I'd like to have a little snack. And for today's snack, basically, I'm just having some juicy fruit. Or juicy foals? Yeah, juicy foals. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. I hope I have. Sorry. I hope I have this right. I got scared by my own sparkling water. This is lemon lime, by the way. Basically, this is the thing that I get. So this is sparkling water. Basically, because that's what it says. But this is a lemon lime flavor, and I don't know why, but whenever I get this one, for some reason I feel like it's a substitute for Sprite or something like that. But yeah. Okay. Oof. Excuse me. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Action. Hi, welcome back to my live stream. Happy Sunday. Here from where I am, or if it's Monday or Sunday evening. I don't know what time it is or what day it is or what time it is for you, but yeah. So for today's live, basically, hold on, sorry. So I'm trying to fix my, trying to make sure. If somebody, if you can hear me, can you say hi, please? Because half the time when I go live in like the first few seconds, I assume no one can hear me because my Bluetooth, my Bluetooth earbuds for some reason likes to connect. So yeah. Hi, Noah. Okay, if you can hear me, please say hi. Hello. So, like I said for today's live stream, or or maybe I forgot to say it, but for today's live stream, I'm gonna be showing you guys some paintings that I've done for the past 2 weeks. Yes, past 2 weeks, but it took me like a few like hours to make. Hi, how are you? I'm doing okay, Noah. I look this way because I just got off of work. Hi, Emery. Well, let's get started then, shall we? So the first painting I want to show you guys. Now, here's the thing though. First things first, I do want to say that my artwork is pretty, I don't know, abstract. I do abstract art, so please forgive me if it's like if it seems a little weird, but that's just what I do. So here's one of the first pieces. Oh, I dropped it. Here's one of the first paintings I did. Here you go. So basically, I had no idea what I was doing with this painting. I was just doing something with eyes. So, yeah, and as you can tell, throughout the painting, there's a total of like well, there's 6 different colors, but there are three. So like there are three eyes that are red, 3 eyes that are orange, 3 eyes that are yellow, 3 eyes that are green, 3 eyes that are blue, and 3 eyes that are purple. And then in the background, I don't know why, I just decided to make this. I just decided to make this as the background because I assumed that it would look cool. Now, here's the thing though. When I was painting this and I posted this onto my Facebook, um, a lot of people were kind of shocked because I was like, I don't know what to name this, and basically they said, oh, you could call it like they see all or something like that. Now, here's the thing though. This took me like 2 or 3 hours to make. I remembered because excuse me, sorry. I remembered because I was live on TikTok because that's what I did. That's what I do whenever I paint. I go live on my TikTok, so you know you can watch me paint. And yeah. So I didn't paint any eyeshadow or anything like that. It's just eyes. That's all. The name, I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. So that's the first painting I did. Okay. Now the second one, I don't know what I was thinking with this, so please bear with me. It's another one that involves an eye. Yeah. So here's the thing though that's actually something that's interesting about this painting. So originally I was inspired to make this from a art project that I had done for my drawing class back in college. Back in college, and basically we had to make an assignment where we had to create some type of like illusion or something like that. I forget what the assignment was about, but basically I don't know why, but I was trying to come up with ideas and I was researching on the internet like how to, and I don't know why, but I just decided to I saw um, someone do something like this but sketch, and I figured I could try that and see what happens. And then when I showed my teacher, she was like, interesting, and I was like, very thank you. So, of course, 3 years later, I decided to, do it again, but this time add color. And what I did was basically, so obviously this is a yellow body, right? This is a yellow figure, and on this side it's the blue. And together in the center, it's green with a green eye. Now, first off, the green eye is, well, for one thing, I actually have green eyes. If you can't tell, I have green eyes. So, and I don't know why. I just decided to get creative. I decided to make two separate figures and just like, you know, just decided to make something fancy, I guess. Um, yeah. So, and I figured, yellow and blue make green, so makes sense. And for the background, basically, I just went with it's called the paint color I used was called Rogue. Okay, it was called Rogue, and I don't know why. I just wanted a background that was like kind of light but not too dark because the green and the blue were already a much darker color. This one was, yeah, this one was a much darker green that I was using, and this one was a much dark was, although it doesn't seem like much of a dark blue, it was kind of a dark blue that I was using because, well, it was. So I decided I wanted to use a color that was much brighter, or at least was brighter, but I could try to add like some type of shade or whatever to it. And obviously the shading didn't come out like as expected, out where I feel like. But yeah, overall I think it was okay. I think it turned out okay. But what do you think? Okay. Now moving on to the next one, the next piece I made. So I actually made this one recently. Now here's the thing though. Not only do I do like stuff like that, but I also like to I don't know, make stuff that you'd probably see on the street. So basically, I just decided to make a piece that said love and hate. And I have these two hearts right here. One that's just like a regular heart, and another one that's a heart but with like black lines. I was trying to make like something about like, hate, how like hate can be like so malicious and terrible. Just give you like an ugly heart really, an ugly heart. And if you don't know what an ugly heart is, then basically what that is basically you just have a heart that's full of hatred for someone, from what I've understood or from what people have told me. Now, I don't fully know the definition of an ugly heart, but yeah. Hello. Yeah. And love, I just decided to do pink. Actually, originally, I was doing purple, but it did not blend in with the background very well, so yeah. So now, but then I ended up with this somehow. And I just like decided to make it up like that. So, yep. In the background, I just decided to do some red. I tried doing like a light red and a dark red, but for some reason, it looks like the background doesn't even look like it's lighter or darker. I don't know why. I was trying to make this part darker because since like the word hate was already in the word black, I wanted to use a color red that I had that was much darker that I can use, and I do have some reds. I have a red, just one that says red, and I have one that says crimson red, and I wanted to use one of the colors for the that was darker for the bomb because well I figured hate was much darker but love was much more of a lighter red and well obviously I don't think the background like came together. I mean I assume it like blended in but I don't know. But what do you think? And also hello to Miles. Okay. Now for the next one. This one's kind of like the same thing I did, only I just got creative with this one, I guess. So overall, it says, if you can't tell, well, obviously you can't tell because the writing is backwards on the screen, and I wish you guys can see it how it's spelled out, you know, regularly, or not backwards. But basically, it spells out, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm doing something. And really, I had no idea what I was doing, painting this, but yeah. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm doing something. So yeah, that's something that I was just making up. But however, though, the background though is blue and purple because I thought it was interesting, and also I'm bisexual. So there. Okay, this next one. Now here's the thing though. I'll give you a heads up. I can't draw human figures to save my soul. Okay? I can't. Only because I feel like I am terrible at trying to make paintings of figures, and when I do, it's just terrible. It's just terrible. I'm not that good with detail. I'm not that good with specifically when it comes to drawing humans and animals. So if you see this, I'm just gonna be honest with you. It's gonna look like something that's meant for like a cartoon or at least like for one of those animation content creators on here. What are they called? Animators? What are the people called who do their content, but they do it through art? Yeah. But here it is. I titled it "Where Did You Go?" Basically, this one only it's supposed to just like talk about like where did you go? Like where did you go? I miss you. And I was trying to make it sad, but for some reason I made it like very brighter. So yeah. But overall, I'm not saying like that one would be like my worst piece. It's more like one where like I could have done a little better. Could have done a little better. Okay. Now for the last one. Now I do have to give you a heads up. This one is the painting that apparently Facebook decided to take down because, and I quote, it basically thinks it was trying to make. I basically thought I was trying to mock mental health. Now here's one thing that you should know about me. I would never mock anything about anybody's mental health because I myself struggle with my mental health pretty much on a daily basis. So, and I always try to offer some advice to a lot of people, but also I tell them, if I obviously can't help 100% of the time, then you should go find someone who can help you, like a therapist or a psychiatrist. But yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, this was the painting that Facebook basically wanted me to take down, or Facebook did take down. Well, my post. So the title is basically it says whatever happens happens. Whatever happens happens. And basically in this, you can see there is a figure, and there are four little demons, or four little shadow people, or four little dark figures. basically yelling at the person, and they just have like their eyes shut, and they're just trying to walk by. And honestly though, what I was trying to do with this painting was I was trying to express some type of emotion, but with this painting, I don't know why, I feel like it can be, I don't know, an expression about any emotion. And yeah, I mean, when I did post it, a lot of people said it had like something to do with like bullying, or it had something to do with like, the voices that we hear, in our own minds, or the voices we hear all around. Honestly, though, it can be like either way. That's what I was trying to go for. I wasn't trying to go for anything mean or disrespectful, which apparently Facebook thought. But yeah. But also, yeah, I put up the words "whatever happens happens" because, whatever happens happens. People can say things about you, and you could either like have them like imprinted under your skin, or you can try to fight your way to, not not deal with any of those horrible people who have a lot of mean things to say about you. You can just brush their words off, because at the end of the day, really, their words are just words. And yeah, you don't have to take any of that lying down. You don't have to be afraid of being who you are. You don't have to be upset just because you don't fit in with the crowd. And also, you don't have to, be like everyone. You don't have to be like everyone else. You can just be yourself, and that is perfectly fine. Okay? You don't have to be like anyone else. Just be you. And trust me when I say, once you start being happy, just being yourself, then you're gonna love life to the fullest. I just know it. Yeah. It's kind of weird how like I smiled at the end. Not gonna lie, it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird to me. But yeah. So overall, this painting was the painting that Facebook basically took the photo down from, and yeah, I had to I had to basically oblige by Facebook, or else it would delete my account. And here's the thing though, I don't really like post on Facebook that often. Like if I do like post like very often, it'd be like once a week, but then after that, like pretty much like after like a 4 week span, I'm kind of like done. Kind of like done posting on Facebook for a while, which yeah. Which, don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with posting on like any social media platform. You can post as much as you can. Just try not to have it, you know, overtake you or something like that. Because I have come across a lot of other people who post stuff online, and half the time when they do post something, sometimes it's very subtle. Mostly a lot of recipes for like foods, or watch out for this person because they just escaped from jail type of post, or get together for a cleanup or something like that. But whenever people see me, I don't know why, but when I but yeah, let's just say me and Facebook are just like an on and off relationship. Or like a toxic relationship, I should say, or an on and off relationship, meaning like sometimes we're together and sometimes we're not. Unlike Instagram and TikTok and YouTube. Yeah, but overall, yeah. This was the painting Facebook had taken down, and yeah, and like I said, this was not to mock any type of mental health, because like I said earlier, I care very deeply about mental health, and I would never, okay, never do anything to mock anyone with any sort of mental health disorder. I feel like if you have something involving with your mental health that is, that you've been dealing with for a very long time, you can try to find, if you're trying to solve something your way and it helps, then that's good. Then I won't pry. But if it keeps getting worse and worse, then I will, I will pry and basically said, I think you should probably go see someone for help. Because, at the end of the day, your mental health matters just as much as your physical health and your spiritual health. Yeah. So, And that's all the paintings. Wow, it took me like almost 20 minutes. It took me like almost 20 minutes to present all those paintings. Yeah, to those who are joining right now, I don't know if you're gonna like reverse live stream this or something where like you can see me with all my other paintings in this live. So yeah, that's maybe something you want to do if you want to see like the other paintings I did. Aw, thank you, Eloise. Wait, no, I meant what's your name? Are you the one whose name is what's your name? I don't know. Well, before I get off live here, I do have to mention, well, I'm just going to talk about a little bit about how my day went, of course. So today, basically, when I was at work, it was okay. Pretty chaotic because currently um, it's Labor Day weekend where I'm at. I live in the U.S., so yeah, it's currently Labor Day weekend, and honestly, this weekend is really testing me because whenever oh, Miles. Okay, Miles, thank you. I'll try to remember for next time. So, whenever there's like a holiday and I have to work during the holiday, literally, I'm just like, my mind just does not want to compute. Because basically, holidays are very stressful. Holidays are very stressful if you work. If you work, and it's not just, going around and trying to like get everything for the holiday. It is very stressful, especially when you work. Because if you're like me and you work in hospitality, it's a lot. And to those wondering what I'm drinking a sparkling water. It's lemon lime flavored. Kind of tastes like a Sprite or what's it called? Like a Sprite or what's the other one called? Sierra Mist, yeah. And I haven't had a soda in years, so God bless. But anyways, yeah. So tomorrow though is actually Labor Day, Labor Day. Tomorrow's actually Labor Day, and I feel like I'm gonna need a lot of energy that day because um the only time I ever remember working on a holiday um, was, of course, Thanksgiving. I worked Thanksgiving last year at the hotel where I work at, and literally, I was just like, that day was just a lot. I mean, we had people show up, we had people who needed us. That was my day off, but I had to work. And what else? Oh yeah, someone got stuck on an elevator that day, and we had to get the fire department and the police involved actually on that Thanksgiving last year. And one of them, and the fire department had to use the jaws of life, had to use the jaws of life to open up the elevator doors. So, yeah, that was without a doubt the most, I guess you can say, basically the guests got to both wake up to breakfast and have live entertainment. So, yeah, that was. However, though, the only other time I remember working was, of course, I think it was Christmas Eve, I think it was Christmas Eve. It was either Christmas Eve or the day before Christmas Eve. I was working and I didn't have to come in on Christmas, thank God, because we didn't have that many people. But this year we might. So yeah, I may end up working early on Christmas. But however, though, yeah, that day was pretty nice. Another day actually, and this is the day that kind of went crazy for me. So I was actually working New Year's Eve. So I was up since 4 a.m. On New Year's Eve on December 31st. I remember it was last year. And then when I got home, the next day was going to be my day off, but I had to stay up and watch the ball drop because I didn't want to spend that entire time going to sleep and missing the ball drop just because I've been up since 4 a.m. And so, what better way than to stay up and drink so much caffeine, which I did, and then I passed out immediately after it was mid-like. I passed, well, actually, no. I brushed my teeth, took a shower, and just, yeah. Are you ready for September? I don't know. I feel like September may be ready for me. I don't know. I don't know. September though, there is a lot of things that's supposed to be coming in September for me personally, but am I prepared for September? I don't know. Is September prepared for me? Probably not. Also, I can't believe that it is gonna be September. Like I can't believe it's gonna be September. Like tomorrow. Like this is the last day of August. It's the last day, and then tomorrow is September 1st. And then I'm gonna be in September. I just can't believe like how fast time is going by. Like 1 minute, it feels like we're still in 2024 or we just entered 2024, and then the next day it's 2025. I don't know why. And here's the thing though. My New Year's resolution was of course to just like slow down. Like, try to find where the time is. Try to like slow down with time. Try to like slow down with time. Because time is just going by way too fast. It feels like it. And if you're like me, don't let time like be so fast. You know, enjoy the present while you still can before, anything drastic. What's the word? Dramatic? Not dramatic. Anything crazy happens. Yeah. So, yeah. I just can't believe it's going to be September tomorrow. But hey, you know what? September could probably be a fun month. Who knows? Well, yep. Yeah, it's important to make a lot of memories. I made a lot of memories in August too. I had a Well, August was the month I got a grease burn at my job on my wrist, so I'll definitely remember that. So, yeah. And I think this was the month where like one of my live streams had gotten over 300 views, which by the way, thank you so much. Mwah. Don't know how that was possible, but thank you. Yeah, and also this was the year basically one of my videos, one of my short videos specifically had is now over 50,000 views. Like really, I posted that video in 2023 and it's just now getting attention for like reasons I don't understand. Like I don't know what's the reason or anything like that, but yeah. But yeah. I do hope that, maybe one day, I don't know, something big could happen for me. I don't know. But yeah. Well, I know I don't like doing this, but I'm going to be getting off live now. But before I do, I just want to mention and say thank you all so much for joining me on I guess this is like my new weekend live streams, I guess. Thank you all so much for, joining my weekend live streams, those who could show up. Thank you so much. I love you very much for that. Thank you. Mwah. Yeah, I am trying to figure out what other content to post on here, what other videos, besides like trying food videos, which I do not hate. I do not hate doing, but yeah, I'm gonna have to figure something out about that. But anyways, so let's see. Yeah, okay. I will be going live again on Saturday and Sunday again. So make sure that you subscribe and turn on the bell notification so you can be notified. And don't forget to also like this video, like this live stream, just in, if you'd want to. But also make sure to go and watch my previous video that I made that took me I don't know, it was a video that was like 10 minutes long recording, but then I edited down to 7 minutes. Go and watch that video if you want to. And like I said, I am trying to figure out like what other videos to post on here, I'm still also trying to like post others like original songs and such and other short videos. I will have a short video out tomorrow, so make sure that you're subscribed and you turn on the bell notifications for my new short video that's being posted tomorrow, okay? And another one either being posted on like Tuesday or Wednesday. So yeah, make sure you're subscribed for that. But yeah, that is it for today's live stream. Again, thank you all so much for joining my live stream. I hope you all have a wonderful day and or night. Take care, stay safe, and yeah, as always, take care and stay safe. And I love you. Mwah. Bye. Mwah. That was just a second kiss. That was just a second kiss, just for you. Just for you. Mwah. Love you. Bye.